Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming to this phenomenal presentation that we have for you today. Hi, I'm Elon Bomani, better known as the Pajama Mama, where we help typical moms and dads fire the boss and hire their kids by interviewing 6 and 7 figure earners in the area of, particularly today, network marketing. And with that in mind, what I'm here to share with you is absolutely phenomenal network marketing company that's truly like no other. It's called Credit Restoration Solution today. And we have a phenomenal guest here, Lakeisha, Marion, who has achieved massive success in this industry. She's not only going to show you how she was able to go from a 490 score, ladies and gentlemen, to 700, but in addition to that, she's been able to, in a short amount of time, get to the area of 6 figures in this industry of credit repair. And with no further ado, but let me begin by saying this to you. I know people, who the heck is Elon Bomani? In a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, I went from being a homeless mom with just $36 in my checking account to a millionaire in 18 months. I've been on the Montel Williams Show, Essence, Jet, Black Enterprise Magazine, and a Louise Hay movie, You Can Heal Your Life. And I did it real simple, ladies and gentlemen. I became financially educated, and by doing so, that's why we're here today, because I believe that the number one strategy in order to build wealth in your life is that you must have a wealth consciousness backed up by financial education. And queen is that credit. We've got to get that together. And last is cash that will make you a king in this industry. So with that, no further ado, Lakeisha, Marion, come on aboard and please let me share with you this phenomenal business opportunity. I can't wait for all of our people to hear your phenomenal story, Lakeisha.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. I am very excited to be here on today and definitely want to share my story with you, my background, and how I got introduced to network marketing. Now, my background is I am a real estate agent and I am also an investor. And I can tell you, back in 2009, I was working, prior years before, I was working in an operating room for 8 years. That was my career, always in the medical field. Had no experience in 2009, got introduced to network marketing, where I actually earned my first 6 figures back then. And I can tell you, back in 2013, things wasn't that great for me, where I was actually facing foreclosure in my home, where I had to downsize my 2 cars that I had. And I got a call back in 2014, which I was praying for a solution and a way out. And my very good friend called me out of Atlanta and told me about financial education service. But she only told me that how I can actually restore my credit, because she realized back in 2008, 2009 in South Florida where the real estate market crashed. And at that time, I had 7 investment properties, not 1, but 7. So I gave them all back to the bank. It left me with 4 foreclosures. I'm going to say 7 foreclosures on my credit. And I can tell you my score was roughly around about a 487, 490. And as of today, when we rewind, now my score is now over 700. All 7 foreclosures are deleted off my credit. Not only that, but me being in the real estate industry, I have been able to help so many other my clients now be able now to actually restore their credit and get them in their American dream, which we all wish of that, purchase their first home. And I'm just super excited with this company now. I've been able now to actually be a multiple 6-figure earner with financial education service. Also, not just myself, but when you think about success, how many people are you taking along with you? So you could be at any place in your life, no experience. Anyone can do this type of business, network marketing. So I can tell you within my organization, we're talking about 6 or 7 figure earners that we have right here, South Florida, and different states. These are people that came from a background, no network marketing experience. I have a gentleman, he was actually a tax professional. He joined our company, had pretty much lost everything. And he joined the company because he had a tax lien that was $80,000 on his credit. And he joined this company. We were able to remove the $80,000. I can tell you, he went from living with someone to now actually, being able to now buy his own home, him and his family. Not only that, but he's also one of my 6-figure earners now within my organization. And I have another young lady that was actually, on a job for about 10 years, making minimum wage, had no network marketing experience. I was actually able to, work directly with her. And now she's actually been able to fire that job. She's a 6-figure earner with our company. So when you think about success, success always leaves clues. and you ask yourself, how many people are you taking along with you? So you guys know who I am, where I started at. I'm very excited about what I'm doing. And the main thing is when you can get results for yourself. But one thing I did not mention was after, being with this company the first year and my home was in foreclosure, I was actually able to save my home due to foreclosure because of this company. Now, I know you all are saying, what company is this? I want to hear more about it. Well, I'm going to definitely share with you today more about our company and who we are. Our company is Financial Education Service. As you can see, education stands out in the middle because we want to teach you and we want to educate you to protect your future. Let's think about this. Why FES? Think about how many people you know that have less than perfect credit. A lot of us, right? I know a lot of people. You have 43 million people that have less than perfect credit, have no debt, have debt, no idea how to pay it off, don't have their personal affairs in order, dislike their current job and are looking for a new career opportunity. I just probably need extra income. You probably can't afford an annual vacation, or you aren't where you want to be at in life, or just want a plan or a solution or action. So this is why you would say yes to FES. We can help you, make more money, restore your credit, be able to travel more, help you get out of debt. And what is the main primary reason for all of this right here? It is actually a lack of financial education. Things that we were not taught in high school, we were not taught in college about money, about how to actually maintain an excellent credit score. Our company is here to provide financial education and success training we needed a long time ago. I know you guys agree. Service that protects your identity, your credit, your family, and your finances. And on the back end, we have a lucrative and life-changing career opportunity with our company. Our company has been around since 2004. As you can see, we're not a fly-by-night company. Our headquarters are in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is not someone that we paid, but this is solely on our clients, reporting us of the great work that we have actually did with their credit. We have over 100% in annual sales growth, and we are debt-free. And we have the same owner since the company incepted. Now, we have something here called the Protection Plan membership. It is a plan that protects your identity, your credit, your family, your lifestyle, and your future. Let's talk about what is in a protection plan for you. One of the services is called credit repair. We know your credit score is like a vital sign. Someone is always monitoring your credit score. A lot of times we don't know that your insurance premium and your interest rate is terminally dictated on your credit score. I can just share with you, having a low credit score to now having an excellent credit score. My car insurance was $300 a month. Now I actually pay $150, so now I'm saving. You can also be denied the ability to rent, purchase, or even get a credit card or even employment. And I would say over the course of a lifetime, less than excellent credit will cost you anywhere from over $200,000. I just want to talk about a couple of myths that we hear when it comes to credit, how credit works, things that we probably was told over a period of time. One of the myths are credit agencies are empowered with some type of government authority, and that's simply a myth. Credit agencies have no legal authority at all. They're simply private-owned companies who are in the business of doing what? Selling your credit information. Think about this for a minute. Anytime you get in the mail those pre-approved credit cards, you're pre-approved for a loan, that lets you know they're always monitoring our credit. They're always monitoring it. They sell our credit to banks and institutions, but they're private-owned companies. Let's talk about this. This is one of the biggest myths here. The credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. Always ask my clients, how many of you have actually had an item on your credit for more than 7 to 10 years? I'm the first one to say that I had one for more than 7 to 10 years. So keep in mind that the credit agencies report anything on you at all. Credit agencies are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items that are older than 7 years, or in a case of bankruptcy, 10 years. So basically what I'm saying, nothing has to stay on your credit for 7 to 10 years. We can show you the legal way how we leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act and we're able to remove those items way before 7 or 10 years. But ask yourself, does the credit agency automatically just remove it? No, they don't. So those myths that you're hearing after 7 to 10 years, just going to fall off my credit, that is absolutely another myth. That is not true. Let's talk about myth number 3. It's impossible to get a bankruptcy off. Just keep in mind, bankruptcies come off just like any other negative item. Anything that is incorrect, obsoleted, erroneous, misleading, incomplete. We think about this here, that can't be verified in a timely manner. What's a timely manner? They have 30 to 45 days to respond, all 3 credit agencies, based on the law that we leverage called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So think about this. Sometimes we owe a debt, and when we owe a debt, say we owe 522, okay? I said inaccurate or cannot be verified. 522 you owe Macy's, but they love to round the numbers off. They round it off to 525. Is that accurate? No. So a lot of times they cannot verify the information. So under the law, they have to remove it off your credit. And here's another one. Information on your credit report cannot be changed. The opposite is true under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. This law was passed by Congress back in 1971 to protect consumers like ourselves from the credit agencies intruding in our personal life. Because if you think about it, Equifax, Appearance, and TransUnion, they're all private-owned companies. So you have to make sure that someone is actually overseeing these companies. So this here law states that both the federal and various state law requires that items be removed if they are not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. What's a timely manner? 30 to 45 days. And I'm just going to go here. Here goes. Not only if it's not illegal or immoral, but it's what the Fair Credit Reporting Act is all about. It was enacted by Congress for the very purpose of protecting consumers from the intrusion of credit agencies into our lives. So it's none of their business if you had a repossession, you had a foreclosure, okay? And we always say, I paid a past due debt, it's just gonna come off my credit. Just because you pay an old debt or a past due debt doesn't change or erase the fact that at one time you're not paying on it as it agreed. Can this record be changed? Absolutely. Just because you pay a debt, they're not just gonna actually remove it off your credit, but it can be removed. And that's where we come in place under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, where they can remove it. And let's talk about inquiries. We have hard, we have soft. Just be very careful about someone pulling your credit, okay? So a lot of times when you go to buy that car now, they're gonna see that you have so many inquiries on your credit, they're gonna feel like you're desperate for credit. And what's gonna happen? They're gonna charge you a much higher interest rate, okay? This is another big myth here. If I get a derogatory item removed, it will just come back. That's the big myth. Not if it's removed legally. What's legally? Well, we remove it under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It cannot legally be placed back on your credit. The same law that requires its removal prohibits it from being placed back on your credit. This law was passed by Congress. Okay, so I love it, I love it, I love it. And myth number 10, I love it. I cannot restore my own credit. Yes, you can. Just say you needed to, go to court and you need an attorney. You're going to represent yourself. Say that you need to have surgery on your knee. You're going to represent yourself. You can do it. But why not allow someone that is experienced professional to educate you, assist you in restoring your credit profile, that has a track record of we're talking about over 13 years, an A-rated company with the Better Business Bureau, and we're also accredited too. So I want to make sure that my credit is restored, but I'm educated to know how to maintain my credit. Okay, so I love it. So keep in mind again, a lot of times my clients will ask me, well, what items can be removed off your credit? So under the Fair Credit Reporting Act that was passed in 1971, it gives you as an American the right to dispute or investigate any item that is actually on your credit report. Anything that's inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete, such as late payment, charge-offs, foreclosures. You guys heard me say I had 7 foreclosures deleted. Yes, they were my foreclosures, but because we know how to leverage the law, the legal way, they had to remove it. Judgments can be deleted, repossession, bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, short sales, medical bills, student loans can be deleted off your credit, also child support, and many other items can be removed okay, to also to be updated to reflect as paid as agreed. So even if you have a late payment can also be updated to reflect as paid as agreed, never late. Keep in mind, late payments are 35% of your credit score. So with our company, Credit Restoration, United Credit Service that actually handles the arm of the credit, we leverage your legal rights to investigate, dispute, and challenge negative items on your credit. As I said, erroneous, inaccurate, judgments, late payments, you name it, it can actually be removed off your credit. And once the client gets started with us, what I love, everything is transparent here. You will also receive a portal. After 2 business days of enrolling, you'll be able to see your current credit score. You'll also be able to see every negative item will be listed that we're going to be disputing on your credit. And keep in mind, we actually pull from all 3 credit agencies. So once you get started with our company, we're going to pull your credit from all 3 credit agencies, a very detailed analysis. Also, in 2 business days, you can actually see your credit score and every negative item that we're disputing. Then what we do is prepare your dispute letters. We mail them out to you. You're going to sign the letters. You're going to send them to all 3 credit agencies. They have 30 to 45 days max, not counting the weekend or holidays, to actually respond to every item that we disputed. So the updates will come back to you as a client, and you're going to see firsthand what was deleted and updated on your credit profile. All you have to do is just send the update back in to the company, and they'll update their system and start your second set of letters. Now, I do want to say, a lot of our clients, once you get started, within 45 to 90 days, you're going to start seeing items deleted and updated from your credit profile. Why is that? We're not like most credit restoration companies. When they pull your credit, if they see 10 or 20 negative items, they're probably going to dispute maybe 1 or 2 a month. We don't do that with our company. What we do, if we have 15, 10 items, it doesn't matter how many you have, we're going to dispute everything at one time. This is why our clients are getting such rapid results within 45, 90 days. And as you can see, here is a simple layout of all the items. So you're going to see what you're going to see as a client with us. You can see the accounts here, Amoco, gas, card. It was a collection, the description, the date it was open, original. It's going to show the status. Now, a lot of times when you go here, it will show you everything is in dispute. Once you send your updates back to our company, they're going to go and they're going to update this here system. As you can see, we also have Wells Fargo, a foreclosure. You guys see that? Deleted. American Express, collection, credit card. Here's a tax lien that was deleted from the federal government, a repossession. This is actually one of our clients' profiles of items that have actually been deleted off their credit. So here's our company, United Restoration, United Credit Service, almost 15 years track record. We have close to 1 million derogatory items deleted from our people's credit report. Over tens of thousands of satisfied clients. We have an A rating, as you can see, with the Better Business Bureau. These are just a couple of documents here. In just 2 months, my credit score increased to the point that my car insurance premium was lowered by $2,000 per year. So you guys can see your car insurance premium does affect your credit score. Also, my credit score went from a 586 to a 748, allowing me to purchase a new car with no money down and a very low payment. These are just more results from our clients here. Capital One deleted, as you can see. Capital One portfolio recovery deleted. Here's medical bills. They come off too, as you can see. Repossession. Here's student loans. Student aid funds deleted. Here's another one, collections, more updates. If you see updates, that is really good. Updates for items that have been updated on your credit profile that you were late, and now they have actually updated to paid as agreed, never late. Now, along with the protection plan membership, you're going to receive a lot of valuable credit building services. You're going to receive the credit restoration for yourself, positive credit builders recommending how to add positive trade lines to your credit profile. You're going to also receive debt zero, showing you how to get out of debt much sooner. You're going to also have access to a credit attorney. You're also going to receive credit monitoring, where you can access your credit score 24 hours. I love this here because it shows me that if items are being deleted off my credit, It's going to always give me my new updated credit score. This is just more talking about how your FICO score is actually broken down here, showing you, if you look at this chart, I'll pull out a couple of them here. Payment history. Making your payments are definitely very important. That's 35% of your credit score. Amount owed is 30%. When I say amount owed, that means keeping your debt down to a 30% balance. You should not be going over 30%. So if you have a credit card for $1,000, 30% of $1,000 is $300. So you should not spend no more than $300 a month to actually be able to maximize that full 30% that they actually give you. If you go over that, you're probably not going to get the 30%. You're probably going to get about 10%. So if you look at this right here, these are two things in your direct control: making your payments on time and the amount you owe, keeping your debt to ratio down. That's 65% of your credit score. You also receive LifeLock and a protection plan. You also receive a will, trust, a power of attorney, financial lockbox, okay, where you can organize all your personal and financial information here. You're also going to receive money saving benefits in the protection plan. You also receive a prescription discount card where you can save 10 to 85%. You also have your FES discount travel portal where you could actually go there and purchase flights, tickets, if you want to go on a trip. You can shop online with over 4,000 favorite retail stores and get cash back. And we also have insurance solutions. We don't sell insurance, but we can actually have you to go in. If you're looking for long-term, short-term, we're going to give you the most affordable rate in your area. And also, all your services that you receive in the protection plan membership, all 12, they're at the tap of one finger. You don't have to go to 3 or 4 different websites. Everything will be here where you can go and set up all your plans with FES protection plan. And ask yourself, what is protecting your family, your lifestyle, and your future work? We know to actually go out and actually purchase these services, it will cost you over $10,000. Okay, and individually are over $4,000 per month. But I can tell you today, we have amazing exclusive money savings and services that protects your identity, your credit, your family, your finance, and your lifestyle. There's a one-time investment, an activation fee of $99, plus your first month of the $89 that is actually due for the protection plan membership. That is a total of $188 to get started today. So one-time $99 activation fee, plus your first month, your $89 for your protection plan benefits. And every month you will invest $89. And you're not involved in any contract, I recommend that you stay on the service for at least 6 months, and there are no hidden fees. So I always tell my clients, if you get your desired credit score, you don't have to stay on it. You're not locked in a contract. You can, always cancel. If you want to stay on the other services, you can. Well, and this is, I love it. I mean, in a protection plan, you're going to get all those amazing benefits that you need to protect your family, your lifestyle, and your future with that for $188. When you think about $89 a month, we're spending, that's like $3 a day. We spend that on Starbucks, and we spend that, just wasting money. But why not invest in you and your future? And I spoke about FES on the back end. We have an amazing career opportunity with our company. And I know sometimes we all have our job, we have other business, we have a plan A, but what about if you had a plan B that you were working on, part-time, full-time with our company? And I always say, how many people actually control your own income, your schedule, your advancements, your benefits, your retirement, or your future? Okay, if you see here in the unfortunate magazines, at the age of 50 and was fired. So we know that no job is promised to us. But with our lucrative career opportunity, you can actually be able to control your own income by writing your checks every week to yourself. Because you get paid weekly, get excited. You can make your own schedule. We also have amazing benefits and retirement set up for our agents with our company. So I want to welcome each and every one of you to Harvard in Marketing, where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. How do we earn income and our benefits with our agents? So keep in mind, as an agent, your job is just to solely, your role is just to solely refer clients or other agents that want to partner with you, like someone that that have credit challenge clients. mortgage brokers, realtors, insurance agents, okay? So you can go out and you can earn income by developing corporate accounts, establishing personal clients with the protection plan membership, or you can sell our service individually. And you can also do the business development where you can recruit, train, manage a nationwide sales organization with our company. These are corporate accounts that we have here, mortgage brokers that I spoke about, car dealerships, that you can also, require credit-worthy clients, that we can also be able to show them how that when they turn down their clients that are not qualified, that we can show them how to get their clients qualified by putting them on the road to excellent credit, so now they'll be able to close more deals now. And we earn income 8 different ways: income, stability, wealth, and freedom, and we have trips, rewards, and cash incentives. Let's talk about personal sales commission here. One of the ways that we get paid as an agent, when you join, the agent you're going to join, and you're going to join with all your benefits with the protection plan membership attached to your agency. So as an agent, you're going to also have your credit directly worked on. You're going to receive the will and trust, the smart credit, the credit attorney, the debt zero. So you're going to get everything in a protection plan membership. But for each protection plan membership that you were to go out and sell, you can earn a $100 commission. So say this week you went out, you sold 3 protection plan memberships, you just earned $300. You also make a $12 monthly residual income. So every client that you enroll that's on a protection plan membership, every month when they invest their $89, your residual is a $12 residual income. I always say we have residual bills, so why not have residual income? Let's think about this for a minute. Income potential, just simply on the protection plan membership. If you went out and you enrolled 2 protection plan customers per week, who can use an extra $800 per month? $800 a month can definitely help with the car note. It could definitely help with your rent, maybe your mortgage, your kids' college tuition. What about if you went and you enrolled 5 protection plans per week? That's additional $2,000 per month, simply by referring clients that have less than perfect credit. If you went out and you referred 10 protection plan customers, we're talking about now almost at $40,000 per year that you're bringing into your household. And I also spoke about that you can sell our service individually. We also have for each My Care plan, which is the will and trust that you go out and sell, it's $4.99. You can make a commission of $150. So if you were to sell 3 My Care plans, you just earned additional $450 on your personal sales commission. And it's better to give 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of your own. This is our billionaire Paul Getty. This is our business development module here. And I can definitely tell you, this is how I actually, made my first 6 figures back in 2009 through network marketing. This is another way that we earn income called the customer acquisition bonus. Now, I know you're saying, hey, everything that I do, I'm going to be paid for. Sure you are. You go out, you enroll protection plan membership, that's a $100 commission. Now, what about if you enroll an agent? We have something called our customer acquisition bonus, okay? Every time you enroll an agent and they join with the protection plan membership, it pays out anywhere from $100 right at the entry level when you join the business, all the way to $550. So every time you go out and you enroll an agent, you're going to also be compensated too. So just say you just joined the company and you go out, you enroll your new agent that is on the protection plan membership. So just so you know, in order to be an agent, it is a total of $288 to actually become an agent. So I'll break it down for you. It is a one-time $199 fee plus the $89 for the protection plan membership as an agent. So you are an agent, when you come in, but you're on the benefits too. So you go out, you personally enroll an agent for $288, right? This is your customer acquisition bonus where they're going to pay you out. That agent goes out and they enroll your new agent to protection plan membership. Your payout is $100 on the cab, plus the residual $12, and your agent just picked up $200 on their personal sales commission. So think about just joining this company right at the entry level. You were to go out, you enroll 5 agents. They all go out, they enroll 2 protection plan customers. Your commission on one way of pay is $500. This is the chart here of how we actually make it. If you look to the right, the total is 100 all the way to 550. Okay, so anyone that you directly enroll or that are indirectly enrolled, there's going to be a customer acquisition bonus paid out. So we have the initial, the remainder, which equals the total. So you're paid as title. We have here, and I'm going to show you in 90 days how you can get to the money position, which is a sales director. Let's talk about this for a minute. So once you get started, your title is an agent. You go out, you enroll a new agent, they invest $288. The company is not paying you for the agent enrolling with the $199, but they're paying you simply and solely on the client coming in, investing the $89 in the protection plan membership. So they're giving you upfront income right away. And they're looking for that agent to stay on the protection plan membership at least for 3 months. So you're going to pick up your initial cap of $40. Once that agent goes out and they enroll 2 protection plan customers, you're going to pick up the remainder, which is $60, a total of $800. Let's talk about, we're saying 90 days to sales director. Your second month in the business, the company says, okay, we're going to help you become a field trainer. A field trainer, you're doing $1,600 in volume. Field trainers are the blueprint of your business. Okay, so as a field trainer, to be a field trainer, you need to go out when you enroll. You need to enroll 2 protection plan memberships. Those are the customers, and 2 agents, and you are a field trainer. So that's 2 protection plan customers and 2 agents. Now you are a field trainer. You have a new paid as title. Now you're going to also get an increase in your pay. So if you enroll an agent here on the protection plan, $288 to be an agent, your initial cap is $60. Once that agent enrolls 2 protection plan customers, now you're going to pick up the remainder of $100, a total of $160. The second month in your business, the company says you need to be a senior field trainer. This is our goal, to help you get to the money position in your first 90 days in your business. A senior field trainer, you're actually accumulating $5,000 in business. Okay? So what you want to do, you want to duplicate field trainers. So those 2 agents that you enroll, you want to help them become a field trainer. So 1,600 times 2 is 3,200. That's to go towards the 5,000. What about if you help one more agent become a field trainer? Do the math. 1,600 times 3 is 4,800. You're right there at the senior field trainer position. As I said, the blueprint of your business is field trainer. So now when you enroll an agent on the protection plan and your title is a senior field trainer in your second month in the business, you enroll that agent on the protection plan, your initial payout is $90. When they enroll 2 protection plan customers, your remainder is $140. That is a payout now, a total of $240 on the cap bonus. Can you imagine enrolling 5 agents at that level? That's over $1,000 on one way of pay. Now the money position in your 90 days in the business. That is $10,000 that you are actually doing in business. When you enroll an agent on the protection plan, your initial is $140. That agent enrolls 2 protection plans. The remainder is $240, a total of $380. Is that amazing? I know you're probably saying $10,000 is a lot, to do in business, but you're doing it as a team collectively. Now I'll give you the blueprint. The blueprint is help 6 people in your organization become a field trainer, which is 1,600 in volume. 1,600 times 6 field trainers is 9,600. You're right there at almost near the 10,000 mark. That is amazing. So I only told you what you're going to make on an agent that you personally enroll. What about if they were to enroll someone? Okay, you're going to also make an override too, and I'll break this down for you. So just say your title in 90 days, you're a sales director, right? You go out, you enroll Lisa as an agent. She's on the protection plan. You get the initial cap of $140. Lisa makes her 2 protection plan customers. She brings them in. You pick up the other $240, a total of $380. So you got paid for Lisa bringing her in at the sales director level. But Lisa's title, she just joined. She's the agent. So Lisa goes out and she meets Kim. She enrolls Kim. She's the agent. Kim invests her $288. Lisa's going to pick up now the initial cap for enrolling Kim as an agent with the protection plan membership, $40. Now she goes out, Kim, and enroll her own 2 protection plan customers. She picks up the remaining $60, a total of $100. Well, guess what? Because you were a sales director, the company would actually subtract from what Lisha received, the 100, from the 380 that you would normally get. 380 subtracted from 100, you would pick up 280. Just by simply someone that was indirectly enrolled to you. That is our CAB bonus. I love it. I love it. I love it. I also want to talk about the residual income that we have, the power of 5. As an agent, every agent you invest $288, $199 one-time fee plus the $89. As an agent, once you enroll 5 agents or customers, we're all on the protection plan membership. Your service is free. You want to teach those 5 how to get 5, get 5, get 5. Once you do that, I say give yourself 5 years with a retirement plan. Now you have 19,500 protection plan memberships. If everyone stay on their $89, think about that, the back end of your business, having your money on autopilot. That's $75,000 a month. But just say some people start paying their $89 and 10% of your membership will still invest in their $89. We're still talking about $7,500 a month. 1%, $750 a month. I don't think that's bad. That's pretty good because now you're creating your residual income. That leaves over, I told you we have retirement plan for you. We also have one-time cash bonus payout. This is based on our R&R club, built towards your rest, relaxation, and retirement. This is just you and your team accumulate protection plan membership. The first level where they will pay you up to $600 for a monthly Audi allowance. When you and your team accumulate, 500 protection plan memberships. Then your next level, you have when you start accumulating 1,000, they'll give you a one-time $10,000 cash bonus check. Your second level in here, $25K, one-time cash bonus check, and a $50K. Now also over in our third one, once you get 2,500 protection plan membership, we're talking about your car allowance goes up to $1,500. I can tell you right now, myself, I drive a free Audi. I have about 6 other team leaders that are in the organization that also drive free Audis. And I love our level 4, where they're going to start giving you $5K a month for your monthly housing payment. I love that. Your mortgage. Level 5, monthly retirement bonus up to $25K. And last but not least, $100K to $250K in a lifetime bonus. So when you think about this right here, you're building your residual on the back end. Your car is being paid for, your mortgage, you're getting cash, incentive bonus, you have retirement, all based on the protection plan membership, okay, and our business. We also have training and support, online training, conference calls, local training, regional product training, regional secret of success training, national advancement, leadership workshops for our agents. We have the 4 steps you getting started. So as you ask today, how do I get started? You can enroll and become an agent, a slow business builder for $288, $199 enrollment fee, one time, plus the $89 on the protection plan membership. Those are all your benefits as an agent. For every agent, we will actually give you the protection plan membership. You will also have your credit directly worked on. You will get the life lock, the will and trust, the smart credit to monitor your credit score. You will get everything debt zero, but you're going to get one more additional benefit as an agent than a client will receive. You're going to also receive up to $100,000 in life insurance. And every agent will qualify for life insurance. We don't do any medical exams. And we have an option B. Okay, this is our pro that is $386. It is not all due today. You can still get started with the $288, but I recommend we have a one-day basic training that is called our Secret of Success training, where we have our top leads with corporate, and it's $98, where you could actually go to a basic training if you're looking to build loan, residual with your company, you're looking to build financial freedom with your company. So you just want to make sure that you do attend one of these trainings. At the trainings, I know you're wondering, what do you get at the trainings? You're going to also receive phenomenal information to grow your business. So once you get started as an agent, you become a protection plan membership to protect yourself and your family. Benefits protects your membership, $89. As you can see, you get all these benefits as a agent. Once you enroll 5 protection plan customers or agents, one time you enroll and they stay on the $89, your service is free. and you get up to 100K in life insurance too. So actually talking about the SOS training, it is amazing. It's going to teach you. I recommend that everyone go there. You would find one in your local area where they're going to also train you how to go out and get corporate accounts, how to sell the protection plan membership, how to build financial freedom, mindset here, okay? So just basically a quick recap. What is your level of interest? It's not for me, but I can provide some referrals. You're interested in becoming a protection plan customer, meaning you invest in 188. Are you interested in starting as an agent in your own business? I always say, where can you start a business for 288 with no overhead, no inventory? Once you refer your 5 protection plan customers, your service is free. So you're being paid and protected at the same time. Option B, 386. I want to congratulate and welcome each and every one of you to the FES team. Get with the person that invited you to the webinar, and thank you again for joining us.
Wow, that was absolutely phenomenal. Lakeisha. Thank you so much for this great presentation that you just now did. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate a couple of things for you. Number one, the fact that the reason why I was able to get to the max area of $1 million was the fact that I had good credit. Okay. Lakeisha, could you do me a favor and can you mute yourself? Because I'm hearing myself talk. If that's
okay.
Okay, you good?
Wait a minute, I'm trying to find the mute button here.
It's okay.
Wait a minute. If people can hear you, click to mute yourself.
Wonderful. Okay, absolutely fantastic, Lakeisha. You're doing absolutely phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear about this. Like I just want to reiterate the key area of how I was able to get to the next level. Though I only had $36 in my checking account, I had a 701 FICO score, which afforded me the opportunity to get a 100% finance loan that started the ball game to propel me to becoming a millionaire. Yeah, you know, cash is king, but credit is queen. If you got credit, you can create the cash for yourself. And that's what I was able to do in less than 18 months, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want you to do is I want you to fully check out this information and education that we just now shared with you and get to the person that presented you with this phenomenal business opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, most people let the start stop them. I'm going to tell you now, do not let the start stop you with this phenomenal business opportunity. Me and Lakeisha will see the top over the top. More important, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you at the bank. Bye-bye for now.